F that, let's have a bit of local. Durst and Fletcher.
Get gherkin.
From
Bristol with
love. From bristolwithlove.wordpress.com.
You're living at a time of extremism, a time of revolution, a time when there's got to be a change. People in power have misused it, and now there has to be a change, and a better world has to be built, and the only way it's going to be built is with extreme methods. And I, for one, will join in with anyone, don't care what color you are, as long as you want to change this miserable condition that exists on this earth. Thank you.
Turn the mics back up. Stop singing. Stop singing.
Come
We're turning
on.
the mics up.
bit of chair dancing, I think. How about them riots?
Bloody
Fucking
hell.
hell. Go for it.
Well,
Go
since,
for it,
since,
eh?
since our last show
Yeah.
was focused on the Tottenham riots,
Yeah.
and what had been allegedly and turned out had been going on there, like, and since
Oh my God, I
then-
tell you what. Wasn't it amazing? Turned out he didn't fucking shoot back after all. You know, we were saying like Mark Duggan might not show up. Oh my God, it turned out the Met lied. Oh my God. OMG, OMFFG.
They don't help themselves, do they?
No.
You know, I know we've been accused of being a bit anti-police here, but they don't do us no favours.
They don't,
Do you
do
know,
they?
if they walked around giving out, donuts to people all the time, we'd be like, oh yeah, that's really
it.
lovely. I seen this copper the other day, he gave me a donut, but instead,
One for them, two for us.
they just stitch themselves up like silly
Yeah.
sausages.
And let's not forget, the reason that we're celebrating is not the 0.5% of madness that happened, of people getting burnt out of their homes and all this stuff that everybody's been talking about. I'm talking about the 99.5% of rioters who basically took on the state in a way that I feel needs to be done, basically. And so that's why I'm in a celebratory mood, because the status quo has been shook and smacked.
Well, for me, there's all this stuff about, by the left saying, I was a guy I worked with, he was a proper lefty, like, and he said, I don't mind I'm up for people demonstrating, and if they riot when they demonstrate, but these people, they have no politics.
It's always the wrong type of riot, isn't it?
Every single, all these people who are out, every single one of them, none of them has any politics.
That's it, it's a
The only
fact.
reason they're out is because of this culture that's been put on them. Like, it just seems like a load of bollocks to me. Like, that you can't say none of them, that all of them are there for some materialistic fucking reasons. Like, one of the reasons I think is because it's a good laugh.
Yeah.
It's a great laugh.
It's a rush.
fun. It's fun. You have a great time doing it, and when it's good, it's better than sex.
So I think, people say it wasn't political. It's like, what is fucking political? Living your life as a fucking piece of shit that everyone ignores and fucking tramples on?
Well,
we soon get fucking political, I reckon.
Now, other people argue maybe, they're just saying that to justify what they're doing. Well, if they are these savages who don't give a fuck
Mindless
about society,
yobs,
who are going out, just smashing stuff up and doing all of that because they don't care about the world. Why would they want to justify it?
You can go out and smash. There's the number of fucking failed industrial estates and empty offices around here. If you want to go and smash something up, you just fucking go and smash them up. If you've just got a willful lust for violence.
I think that's.
But if you sort of what these people went out, and they went out and took huge fucking risks. You see the incredible backlash now, but they went out to basically show their frustration against the coppers mostly. Let's not forget, this has all been twisted into fucking small shopkeepers and Malaysian students with backpacks, but what this was about was coppers fucking killed a man on the ground, fucking shot him in the face, and even though there were riots in other areas apart from the places that happened, it was the same driving thing. Most of the violence was against the police by people who fucking hate the police and have been given a reason to hate the police.
And I think that was the thing, is a lot of the little interview. I heard sort of interviews on Radio 1, which is, I listen to Radio 1 but the news on it is notoriously right wing.
Terrible, isn't it?
But the interviews they did on that, they had these youth on there who were just saying, we've seen that people were fighting against the police, and they were winning.
Yeah,
so that's why we did it. That's why we did it down here. I don't know, trying to scapegoat these kids like they're, animals, and there's something wrong with our society.
I just think there's a story that's being presented as what happened, and that is a group of mindless yobs went mad and attacked loads of local shops and beat up Malaysian kids on the bridge with their backpacks, you know, and like fucking disgrace their own communities. And so that's it. Anything that doesn't fit into that, like 95% of the fucking looting was out of major shops, that most of the convictions and arrests are for fucking hopelessly minor fucking things. All of that doesn't fit in. But the main thing that doesn't fit in, this was a riot against the police. This was a group of young men in most cities deliberately staging a fight with the police and beating them.
Not just men, not even young men. Like, it was a mixture of men and women.
Yeah, well, it should be. And that's the thing. Like, what I think, basically, is that everybody should be out there. You know, like, the whole cuts things and everything like that. If you think, like, fucking we do, that the cuts are a fucking horrifically bad idea and are going to cause loads of fucking problems. I just seen there's a big protest today at Swansea because they're going to cut the Coast Guard. And so there's a big floating protest, and good luck to that, by the way. But fucking cut the Coast Guard, cut like help for fucking people with mental illnesses, rather than fucking raise taxes for the rich. Fucking all out sunshine, innit? And that if everybody went out, all the fucking the old women, the young kids, everybody out on the streets, then you won't have the same atmosphere of terror, because partly the reason that there was such a fucking hyper atmosphere is you've got a massive fucking hundreds of young blokes, fucking, and a few other people as well, but mostly young blokes. And whenever that happens, at the football, fucking, at a party, whatever happens, you're going to get some hot heads. So, what's the cure for that? Fucking everybody out.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah, like, sort of, people were saying, oh, you either like the police or you don't, or like, you either think we need the police or we don't. And it's like, you fucking 6-year-old child telling me that shit, you know? Like, what are the bollocks, you know? Like, I want the police when I fucking need them, and I want the police to do their job well, same as any other fucking civil servant. The problem is they're not doing their job well, but rather than admit it, they fucking cover it up. When they kill a man, they cover it up. All the mistakes that they fucking made in the fucking Operation Trident, community policing, they'll cover them all up. No one investigates them. Who watches the fucking watchers? That's what I want to know.
Get them all on Big Brother.